now what we've got is our header, we've got our tagline. The next thing we want to do is add these projects in. Now at the moment we don't have the project assets as part of our code, so we can't add any images to our site. We've only got the logo in here. So the first thing that I'm going to do is actually export these images from here directly. So the first thing is I'm going to select each image and I'm going to export. I'm going to export at PNG or JPEG. It's kind of up to you which one you pick. I'm going to pick PNG, but I'm also going to do it at 2x. And the reason for this is I want it to be Retina friendly. So if I'm on an iPhone or even a Retina MacBook, let's say, then it'll still look good and not pixelated. So I'm going to do this for every single one, but I'm also going to give it a name as well. So I'm just going to take it here and also call it Lost and Found. Lost and Found, and I'm going to do this for every single one. So what I've just done is exported them all out into here, including the headshot as well as PNGs, and then I've just renamed them so they have no spaces and they're all lowercase. This is generally a good practice for web stuff, so generally have them all lowercase, any dashes instead of spaces in here. So the first thing we're going to do is add these to our project. And again, if you've just uploaded something from Unsplash, just make sure it's resized and not like 5,000 pixels wide. Notice how most of the sizes here are around about below 2,000 pixels wide, just so it's nice and quick on the site to load. So notice there's nothing too large in terms of pixels down here. So what we're going to do is start adding these things to the site itself. So what do we want to do? So if we look back at the project, what we have in here is basically an area called Portfolio 1. And in here, we've kind of got two things aligned to the grid. We have this image and this text area instead. So what we want to do is add this image and then a text area in here. So that's what we're going to do. So here, what we're going to say is in our index.html, we have project 1. I'm just going to replace this with an image. So image again is a single tag. In here, we're just going to do a space after the angle bracket, and we're going to pull in the source of which one. Well, this one is going to be the first one. Which one is this? This is the yellow one, lost and found, .png. And what we'll see on the site now is hopefully a tiny little image. Now the reason there's a tiny little image is obviously that this is trying to take up one column, and what we want to do is basically size this up for each of these projects. So how do I know the difference between this area and this area? Because both at the moment are sections. Section, 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 section. Now what I can do is similar to pulling in an image in a different way. So this is site logo, this is lost and found.png. These links are all different. I can add something called a CSS class. A CSS class is basically like a CSS hook. I can say, you are very different than other things. So for instance, what I can say here on my section tag, rather than this one being the tagline, I can say this one has a class of project. Now, what does that actually mean? Well, if we look at our project right now, nothing's changed. But what we can do is use this label in our style sheet and say, well, sections with this particular label on it or this particular class on it will do something a little bit different. And I can add this class of project to each one of the projects. I can make this word up. It could be called Rick's project. It could be called whatever I want, as long as it's on the start opening one. So the first of these boxes each time. How do I select this and make something change as part of this? Well, again, nothing's changed at the moment. What I'm going to do is in my style.css, I'm going to lay this out. So I'm going to do this between section H1 and footer. I'm going to say the sections, there's currently 5, but I only want the 4 of them. How do I pick that? Well, I'm going to pick it using a dot. A dot just means a section with the label or the class of the thing you want. What is the thing that I want? Project. So the section with the classes of project, and then I'm going to do something with them. Now, just to give you a quick example, I'm going to make the background color red, just to show you how it looks. The background color of red just for the projects. And what this will do is this one still is a section, but this one doesn't have the class of project on them. It's just these 3. So why is this useful? Well, this gives us the ability to select things in a certain way. Now, obviously I don't want to do section.project background color red. I'm going to get rid of background color red. But in here, what I want to do is pick the image in a section with the project. So in here, I'm also going to add a space for the image. So pick the sections with a class of project, then a space, then the images inside those. And what do I want to do? I want to do a grid column. This is starting in the first column and it's going to span 8 columns. So let's see how that looks. There we go. We've got the first one in here. Now what this will do, because I've added this in place for every single one right now, it will do it for every single image in a class project. So if I go into my project number 2 and add this image in here, which image do I want? Let's add in image number, well, let's pick far away. Might be the wrong way, I'll change them later. If not, we'll add an image with the source. Let's pick another one. I've already got lost and found, you know me. Let's try that. And project number 4. And this one is going to be, oh, missed the end bit there. This one is going to be this. It's the last one. So let's see how this looks. So we have 1 going down the page, 2, and then 3, and then 4. So this is kind of starting to style this up as expected, but I might want to add some text as part of this as well. So in the next video, what we're going to do is talk about how we add the text in here on top of this.